Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. In our today's lecture, we are going to learn about the new topic, which is finding frequent item sets. In our previous lecture, we have learned what is a market basket analysis. Yes, so in that, it is the technique in which we can identify the customer's behavior, buying patterns, and finding the relationship between the products and content delivery by the retailer inside their stores or their online shop is known as a market basket analysis. So in this topic we are just finding the frequent patterns that customer bought together. Yes, so by analyzing that pattern we can find that frequent products that bought together. Yes, so for that for any market basket analysis we have to find the frequent item sets, that which products are more frequently bought together. So for that we are going to learn about finding frequent item set. So here, to understand that, first let's understand some terms. So first is, what is an item set? So a set of items together is called an item set. If any item set has a k items in it, is called a k items set. An item set consists of two or more items, and item sets that occurs frequently is called frequent item set. So here, suppose we are at one mall and our basket contains many products. So that products combined together is called the item set, because in that basket many products are available. So that all products together called the item sets. If all the products are of same item, suppose I buy 10 soaps, so it is called item set. Yes, but if it has many products like 3 biscuits, 10 soap, 2 shampoo, yes, so that multiple things. So here we can see that there are 3 different products in one basket. So here the item set has a k items. K means 3 different products. So 3 items. So it is called 3 item sets. There is one item set, and that item set has a 3 different products. So each is called the unique item sets, and that all products together creates a 3 item sets. And an item set consists of 2 or more items, and that item set occurs frequently is called frequent item set. Suppose bread and butter, that items are bought frequently, so that item set is called the frequent item sets. Thus a frequent item set mining is a data mining technique to identify the items that often occur together. For example, bread and butter, laptop and antivirus. So there is one data mining technique, it is called a frequent item set mining, which is used to identify the items that often occur together. So in our market basket analysis we need that frequent item sets, and we need to consider data, and based on the data we are finding that frequent item sets by using the frequent item set mining algorithms. Now next is, what is a frequent item set? As I already said, that a set of items is called a frequent item set if it satisfies a minimum threshold value for supports and confidence. Here 2 measures, which is the supports and confidence. It is used to measure the accuracy of it is used to evaluate the model. Support shows transaction with items purchased together in a single transaction, and a confidence shows transactions where the items are purchased one after the another. So that is the meaning of support and confidence. For a frequent item set mining method, we consider only those transactions which means minimum threshold supports and confidence requirement. Insights from this mining algorithm offers a lot of benefit, cost cutting, and improve competitive advantages. Yes. So if we buy two product in our if we buy two products, yes, at the same time, next time we also buy the two product, third time we also buy the two products. Yes. So if it is continuously same in each and every purchases, then it is called the frequent item set. So for that, one threshold value will be considered, and if it is something like if you purchase that both item 5 times or more, so your 5 becomes the thresholds. So if it is more than that threshold, then it is called the frequent item set, and if it is less than that threshold, then it is not called the frequent item set. So based on that evaluation measure, support and confidence, we can decide our threshold value, and from that we can also consider our frequent item set. Next is what is a frequent pattern mining. So the frequent pattern mining algorithm is one of the most important techniques of data mining to discover relationship between different item sets in a data set. These relationships are represented in the form of association rules. It helps to find the irregularities in the data. So frequent pattern mining is used to find the relationship between the products. So it is something like if then rules. If person X buy a breads, then she can also buy product Y. So this is how the association rule is implemented, that we already seen in our previous lecture. So frequent pattern mining is something like that. Frequent pattern mining has many applications in the fields of data analysis, which is a software bugs, cross marketing, cell campaign analysis, market basket analysis, etc. So these are the application of a frequent pattern mining. Frequent item set discovered through a priori have many applications in data mining tasks. Here the a priori is an algorithm which is used to find the frequent item sets. That we'll learn in our later session. Tasks such as finding interesting patterns in the database, finding out a sequence, and mining of association rule is the most important of them. For the frequent item set, by using any algorithm, we are just finding the interesting patterns from the database and find out that sequence of patterns from the database. So that is, and based on that we'll create the association rule. So that is the important thing. So association rule applies to a supermarket transaction data, that is to examine the customer's behavior in terms of the purchased products. Association rule describes how often the items are purchased together. Suppose person X purchased bread and butter in their last 10 transactions. So we can say that bread and butter is a frequent item set. So for that particular type of customer, we can create offers on that. So more product will be sold. So that is why the frequent pattern mining is used. Now let's quick revise that what is the association rules. So association rule mining is defined as let I is a set of n binary attributes called items, and D is a set of transaction called database. So yes, so here D is a whole database, a whole transaction database, and I is just an attribute of that database. Each transaction in database D has a unique transaction ID and contains a subset of items in a attribute I set. A rule is defined as the implication form X then Y. The set of items X and Y are called the antecedents and consequence of the rule respectively. So any association rule is defined in terms of implication form X then Y. So learning of association rule is used to find the relationship between attributes in a large database. Association rules A implies B will be the form for a set of transactions. Some value of item A determines the value of item set B under the condition in which minimum support and confidence are met. So based on that evaluation measure, we are finding that association rules. So first we have a simple database. Based on the database, we are finding the frequent item sets. Based on that frequent item sets, we are creating the association rule, and that association rule is very important for any market basket analysis application. Now let's understand what is support and confidence. So support and confidence can be represented by the following example. Suppose bread implies butter. So here support equals to 2% and confidence equals to 60%. So how this can be calculated? So the equation for support is number of transactions in which A appears divided by total number of transactions, and the equation of confidence is if A implies B. So support is a union of A and B divided by support of A. So here 2% support means in only one transaction bread and butter is purchased together. So for that support is 2%. But based on the some threshold value, we can see the transaction of we can see the 10 transaction of customer, and in each and every transaction customer also buy breads and butter together. So based on that, the confidence is counted. So the confidence of bread and butter is more. So that is why it is a 60%. So the statement above is the example of association rule. This means that there is a 2% transaction that bought bread and butter together, and there are 60% of customers who bought bread as well as butter. So that is called the support and confidence. This is the equation, and based on the equation you can see that in the support it consider both A and B, both the transaction. Yes, it consider both the condition A and B, so it is a union of that. So the value of confidence is very important. Now the next is association rule mining consists of two steps. The main major steps to find the frequent item set. So first is find all the frequent item set, and second is based on that frequent item set generate the association rule from the above frequent item sets. So as I already said that we have one simple database. From that we'll find out the frequent item set, and on that frequent item set, based on some algorithm, we'll find the association rule. So that rule can be applied on any supermarket or any other shopping or any other retailer shop. So that can useful to improve the business. So that is why it is used. Now why the frequent item set mining? So the frequent item set or pattern mining is broadly used because of its wide application in mining association rules, correlation and graph pattern constraints, that is based on frequent patterns, sequential patterns and many other data mining tasks. So by using that we can create association rules, we can create a graph patterns, and based on that we can also create many things, sequential patterns, and based on that we can improve our business. That is why frequent item set is very important. Now next is a priori algorithm. So as I said that we are finding the frequent item sets, and then we will create the association rule. So for that the algorithm used is a priori algorithm that we'll learn in our later session, but it is a very important algorithm for exam point of view, and for a frequent pattern mining. So that's it about the today's lecture. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.